The forgotten passenger. Some stories exist to warn us, to steer us away from danger. Others, they're different. They have no lesson, no reason, just shadows clawing at the edges of your mind. This is one of those stories. They call it the forgotten passenger. It begins as a murmur between cab drivers, a secret only spoken when the night is darkest. The rule is simple. If you're driving late and you see someone standing alone on a deserted street, don't stop, not for anything. Break that rule and you might not make it home. But one night, Tom, an overworked driver desperate for his last fare, made the mistake of ignoring that rule. He thought he could handle it. He slowed down, rolled down his window. "Need a ride?" he asked. The figure didn't answer. It just tilted its head slightly, then opened the door and slid into the back seat. The air in the car instantly dropped to a chilling cold, the kind that bites into your bones. From the moment they drove off, Tom felt it, an unnatural heaviness, as if the air had thickened. He couldn't see the man's face clearly, but he could feel the weight of his gaze. "Where to?" Tom finally asked, his voice trembling. The reply was a whisper so low, it almost sounded like a hiss. "Just drive." With every turn, the streets became stranger, narrower, darker, unfamiliar. Tom had been driving this city for years, but now it felt like the city was rewriting itself, twisting into something alive. He glanced in the mirror again, and that's when he saw it. For a fleeting second, there were two figures in the backseat, one shrouded in shadows, the other grinning at him. But when he blinked, the second figure was gone. "Stop here," the man said. His voice was colder now, almost inhuman. Tom hesitated but pulled over, unable to muster the courage to argue. The man stepped out, leaving a folded bill on the seat. Tom didn't wait. The moment the door shut, he slammed his foot on the gas. He didn't care where he was going. He just wanted to get as far away as possible. But curiosity got the better of him. He reached for the bill only to feel his stomach drop. It was old, so old the ink had begun to fade. The kind of bill that hadn't been in circulation for decades. He barely had time to process it before he glanced in the mirror one last time. And there he was, sitting in the back seat again. This time, his face was visible, grinning, his skin pale as ash, his eyes hollow black voids. Tom made it home that night, but he was never the same. He refused to drive again, refusing to even speak of what happened. But it didn't matter. A week later, his cab was found in the same desolate industrial lot. The doors were locked from the inside. Tom was gone. All that was left behind was his wallet and that cursed, crumpled bill. They say the forgotten passenger isn't a person. It's something else, something older, darker. Once you've seen him, he stays with you, dragging you toward places you were never meant to find. And the worst part, by the time you realize what he is, it's already too late. So the next time you're driving late at night, remember the rule. Don't stop, don't look, and whatever you do, don't check the back seat. Because once he's there, he'll never leave.